calculations. In the lab book it was designed to make 100 capsules, so we're scaling it down to making 20 capsules. So to do this, the easiest way is to do a fraction, and you're basically taking our active pharmaceutical ingredient, which we're doing lactose instead of the CoQ10, 11 grams. We're going to put it over 100 because we want to make 100 capsules. And now we want to make 20, so X is going to be how much we need to weigh out. We do the fraction, and it's 2.2 grams. So hopefully you can do all those calculations by yourself, and the ending calculations are 2.2 grams of lactose, 0.22 grams of the silica gel, and then 8.4 milliliters of the olive oil.
The equipment needed for this lab includes weigh boats, a mortar and pestle, a measuring spoon, 2 Luralock syringes with tip caps, 1 Luralock syringe to syringe adapter, 1 5 ml syringe, size 1 capsules, capsule loader, and the Janssen 100 count capsule machine with size 1 plates.
So the first step is to take the separator plate and put it on top of the pinch plates. And then we take our loader, we put it on top of the separator plate and push it as far as we can to the left. Then each person will load an entire row with our capsules. And once those are all loaded, push the white piece of the loader as far as you can until they all drop in. Pick it up, press all the capsules down into their respective places, put the loader back on, push it as far as you can to the right this time, and load up the exact same row that you did before. Press it all the way over again, lift it up, push all the capsules in, tighten the pinch knobs here on the front, until they're snug. Then take the retainer plate and put it on top of the separator plate, turning all of these knobs to lock in the retainer plate, and then you can lift up just the retainer plate. The next step is to triturate our powders. So we'll first put our silica gel into our mortar, and then we will add about an equal amount of our lactose. And then add the rest in. And there you go. We are then going to fill up our Luralock syringe with our olive oil. So we're going to remove the plunger, and we're going to add a locking tip onto the end. And we'll take 3.4 milliliters of the olive oil, and we'll add that into the syringe. We'll then add our mixed powder. Trying as best we can not to make a mess. We'll try to mix it up at the bottom as best we can to wet the powder. And we'll then add the remaining olive oil, the 5 milliliters that are left. And we'll wet the remaining powder in there just by a little bit of shake. And then we'll add the plunger into this. Now there's going to be some pressure pushing back, so you have to hold the plunger into the syringe while you remove the locking tip. You'll then push the plunger in a little bit, make sure you have it thoroughly mixed, and then remove all of the air left in the syringe. Our next step will then be to mix the solution. So we'll put a Luralock connector onto the first syringe. We'll then take our second syringe and we'll twist these on together. And then it's as simple as just pushing it back and forth. We'll do that probably 3 or 4 times until we get a good mix. And we'll want it nice and homogenized. We'll then fill up our smaller 5 milliliter syringe. So we'll remove the plunger, put a locking cap on the end of it, and then we'll take our large syringe full of our oil, and we'll fill it up to about 3 mLs. Replace the plunger, and again we're going to have to hold it in to because it's going to be pushing against it. Remove the locking cap, and we're going to remove the excess air.
So now, using light pressure, we're going to fill the capsules to the ridge inside the capsule, so not all the way up to the top. And once you run out of your olive oil, you're going to fill the syringe up again and keep going. Now that we have our capsules filled, we're going to take the top of our capsules and place them back on the bottom of our capsules, making sure that these 2 notches are facing towards you. Okay, we're going to loosen the pinch knobs. And we're going to pull up on the spacer plate. Up, and you're going to push your capsules in from the bottom, making sure they're locked. You'll feel them lock in. And now we have our capsules. To remove our capsules, we're going to spin these off the plate, remove the retainer plate, and we can go ahead and dump our capsules.
Oil-filled capsules are commonly used for bioidentical hormones and vitamins that are oil-soluble. Some patient counseling tips are: make sure your patient is taking the capsule whole. Also, some seepage may occur, but if there's a lot of seepage, the patient may want to let the pharmacy know because they may be getting less than therapeutic dosages. The capsules are good for 90 days if frozen, which would help with the seepage, and approximately 30 days if refrigerated.